Welcome to Cuckoo Crazy Crochet. Hi, my name is Ronnie. This video is part 2 of the Oogie Bogie. We already did his arms and his body. In this video, we will need some stuffing. I use fiberfill. A stitch marker, a darning needle, a pair of scissors, 5mm hook. You will also need some flex yarn or whatever yarn you're using, and some black yarn. So get your black yarn and your hook ready and we'll begin. First, I think it would be a good idea if we stuff this thing. Then we'll use the black yarn. Get your stuffing, and don't stuff the feet too terribly much because we will be taking it and sewing it like this. So if you stuff that part of it, don't put a lot in there. I would say if you're going to stuff it till about say the 4th row down, because we will be making a pocket with the black yarn to stuff it in there. When I finish stuffing this, I'll be back. Okay, I've got my body stuffed. Now I'm going to make a slip knot with my black yarn. I would like to mention that it is storming here, so if you hear thunder in the background, that's why. We're going to attach our yarn to the neck of the body. And in the back loops only, we're going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch around the whole body, well, the neck of it. This is going to be where we make our pocket. And I will be back when I'm done with mine. Okay, I've made it around and I slip stitched into the first single crochet. Now we'll be doing the decreases. And we'll do 1 single crochet in the first 6 stitches. And then a decrease. One single crochet in the next 6 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then a decrease. She'll repeat this all the way around, and I will meet you at the beginning. I've made it all the way around. Now we're going to do 5 single crochets, 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 4, 5, then a single crochet decrease, and this is what you'll repeat. One single crochet in the next 5 stitches, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a single decrease. When I'm done with mine, I'll return. Okay, you should have 24 single crochets all around. Round number 4. 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. And a single crochet decrease. One single crochet in the next 4 stitches, and a single crochet decrease. You'll do this all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you should have 20 single crochets around now. For rows 5, 6, 7, and 8, you're just going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch around. You should still have 20 stitches at the end of each round. I did go ahead and put a stitch marker in to track where I was and where I'm going. And when I get done with my 4 rows, rounds, I will meet back up with you. Okay, I've gotten that done. And this is what it should look like so far. Round 9. One single crochet in the next 3, and then a single crochet decrease. That's your repeat for this round. Pull out some more yarn. 1 single crochet in the next 3, and a single crochet decrease. When I'm done with mine, I'll return. You should now have 16 single crochets around. Round 10, 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, 1 single crochet decrease. That's your repeat for this round, and I'll be back when I'm done. You should now have 12 single crochets around. Row 11, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, then a single crochet decrease. And that's your repeat, and I'll be back when I'm done. You should have 8 single crochets around. Round 12 and your final round, just decrease all the way around. At the end you should have 4, and I'll be back when I'm done with mine. Here, once you've gotten that done, we need to fasten off. What we're going to do now is we're going to sew up the end. And what I do is I just go in and out between the stitches. Once you get to the beginning, just pull and it closes that hole up. And then I just make a knot. So I'm going to make a knot. I'm going to weave in my 2 ends. And then I'll be back and we'll move on to the head. I'll be right back. Once you get your weaving done, then you just push this black part into his body. And this is what it should look like. Now we're going to put this aside while we have the black out. We're going to make his eyes. You can use felt if you like, but I prefer to crochet them. We're going to chain 5. And then slip stitch down the row. I'm sorry, I told you wrong. You're going to chain 5 and single crochet in the next 4 stitches, not slip stitch. And you're going to make 2, and then you need to leave a long tail to sew it on. Then we're going to put up our black yarn, get our flex yarn out, make his head and his eyebrows. And when I'm ready, I'll be back. Okay, for his eyebrows, I'm going to make a slip stitch and then chain 6. And single crochet in the next 5 stitches. You will need to make 2 of these. On both of them, leave a long tail for sewing on. And when I get done with mine, I'll be back. And then we'll get to work on his head. Okay, time for the head. You need to make a magic circle with 4 single crochets. For rounds 2, 3, and 4, we're just going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch around for 3 rounds, totaling 4 single crochets at the end of each round. When your work starts flipping inward, just push it outward. And I'll be back when I'm done with mine. For row 5, we're going to increase. We're going to do a single crochet in the first stitch and 2 single crochets in the second stitch. One single crochet in the third stitch, and 2 single crochets in that last stitch. Now for rows 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, we're just going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch around. You should have 6 single crochets at the end of each round, and when I get my 5 rounds done, I'll be back. This is what your little hat should look like so far. On these tiny rounds, when you're trying to put your single crochets in, with the hole not being very big, what I like to do is I like to pull down on whatever I'm working on, or you can hold it shut and then crochet in it that way. Now for round 11, we're going to single crochet in the first 2 stitches, and 2 single crochets in the third stitch. One single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and 2 single crochets in that last stitch. You should have 8 single crochets around. When I had it paused last time, I took my tail and I just stuffed it down into the point here. For round 12, we're just going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch around, totaling 8 stitches at the end, and when I get mine done, I'll be back. Round 13. 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches, 2 single crochet in the 4th stitch, 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches, and you should be putting 2 single crochets in that last stitch. With a total of 10 single crochets. Round 14, 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches, two single crochets in the 5th stitch, and repeat that. 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches, two single crochets in the last stitch, you should have a total of 12 single crochets. Round 15, 1 single crochet in the next 5, two single crochets in the 6th, and repeat. You should have a total of 14 single crochets. Row 16. 1 single crochet in the next 6 stitches. Then in the 7th stitch, 2 single crochets, 2 single crochets, and then repeat that, and when I'm done I'll be back. Now you should have a total of 16 stitches. Row 17. 1 single crochet in the next 7. And 2 single crochets in the 8th stitch. And you will need to repeat that, and I'll be back when mine is done. You should have a total of 18 stitches. Row 18. You're going to single crochet in the next 8 stitches, then 2 single crochets in the 9th stitch, and you're going to repeat that around, and I'll be back. You should have a total of 20 stitches. Row 19. 1 single crochet in the next 9 stitches and 2 single crochets in the 10th. At the end of the row, you should have 22 stitches, and I'll be back. This is what your work should look like so far. Row 20. Ten single crochets, 1 single crochet in the next 10 stitches, and then the 11th stitch should be 2 single crochets. Then repeat it. You should have 24 stitches at the end of the round, and I'll be back when mine is done. Row 21. 1 single crochet in the next 11 stitches, 2 single crochets in the 12th stitch. You should have 26 single crochets at the end of the round, and I'll repeat when I'm done. Row 22. 1 single crochet in the next 12 stitches. In the 13th stitch, 2 single crochets. Repeat at the end of the round. You should have 28 single crochets around, and I'll be back when mine is done. Okay, got that done. Alright, this is our final row. And I'll do it with you because there's several things we got to do. So, first stitch, need single crochet. Need to do 1 half a double crochet in the next 5 stitches. Two, 3, 4, 5. Then 1 single crochet. Now we need to do increases. We need to do 10 increases. So, two single crochets in the next 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just a minute, I need to pull out some more yarn. Alright, now we need to do 1 single crochet in the next 3. One half a double in the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 single crochet in the next 3. 1, 2, 3. Then slip stitch in the next stitch and fasten off. I'm going to weave in my end. I'm going to get my black yarn and my stuffing ready, and when I come back we'll finish this part of the head. Okay, I got that done. Now we're going to stuff the head just a little bit. This is kind of tedious. What I'm doing is I'm taking the end of the stick and pushing the stuffing down further in the hat part. Okay, well, I'm going to continue stuffing my head. I'm sure you don't want to watch me stuff it. So when I get done with it, I'll be back. Okay, this is as far as I'm going to stuff it. I still have the black yarn to do, so let's get busy on it. You make a slip knot. You're going to fasten it on your work. We need to be in the back loops only. And we're going to do 1 single crochet in the back loop of each stitch. And when we get to the end, we should have 37 single crochets, and when I'm done with mine, I will return. Okay, now we need to single crochet in the next 3 stitches. And then single crochet decrease. One single crochet in the next 3 stitches. And a single decrease. And this is what you'll do all the way around. And I'll meet you when I'm done. At the end of that row, you should have 2 single crochets left. So go ahead and put 1 single crochet in each of those 2 single crochets. Now you should have a total of 30 stitches. Row 3, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, then a single crochet decrease. 1 single crochet in the next stitch and a single crochet decrease. That's what we're going to do all the way around, and I'll meet back with you when I'm done. Okay, I'm going to take a moment here and I'm going to stuff this part of the head just a little bit more, and then we'll do our last row. I'm not going to put too much in there. That looks good. Okay, on this last row, we're going to decrease all the way around. And then we'll have 10 single crochets after we get done decreasing. Then fasten off, and I'll be back here to help you close up the hole, and I'll be back. Okay, now to sew up the hole. And I'm just gonna go underneath each stitch, just like this. Bring the yarn through. It'll help close the hole a little bit better. Or you can weave it in and out the other way. It works just fine too. Till I get back to the beginning, now pull tight, close that hole, and make a knot. Now I'm going to hide both my tails in my work. In a hole, out another hole. And do it one more time. In a hole, and out another hole. Pull it tight, clip it off. I'm going to do that with my other tail, and then I'll be back. Okay, so this is what your finished head should look like. So now we have a head, two arms, two eyebrows, two eyes, and the body. I think we're going to end it here. Next time when I come back, we will put the eyebrows and the eyes on the head. We'll sew the head onto the body, and sew the arms onto the body, and finish up all the little work. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and share where possible. If you like the kind of tutorials I do, please consider subscribing. If you want to be notified when I put a new video up, hit the notification bell. And until next time, be safe and have a good night. Bye.